Hello, and welcome to Boomerang Beyond Wellness and Have It Your Way workouts. Today's deep dive is going to be into the Curtsy Static Lunge. So the accessories we'll be using today will be a sticky yoga mat. I'll also be using a monster cord, a small step platform, and one 20-pound weight. Now the muscles involved will be the quadriceps, the gluteals, in particular, the gluteus medius is involved here, and the hip adductors, those inner thighs. Now, when it comes to precautionary measures and medical disclaimers, well, the yoga mat and the monster cord are typically made with some amount of latex. So if you have a latex allergy, you do want to look for non-latex or latex-free. And now the other precautionary measures would include if you have knee issues. Now actually the Curtsy Static Lunge is good for the knees, but if you have some knee issues, just pay attention please, or hip issues, especially sciatica issues and piriformis syndrome issues. If you are challenged from a vestibular perspective, balance, or if you have osteoporosis that is really centrally located at the hips, and if you've had a hip replacement. Now, these issues that I mentioned are really more about chronic concerns. So if you have any chronic issue whatsoever, I would invite you to preview the video first before participating. Look for what you can do, and then if you're not sure, then you can invite the medical healthcare practitioner who knows your body best to preview the video as well, and then help you make an informed decision. So the activities of daily living that are involved here will hip flexion, and we want to stabilize the knee joint and regulate our gait. So the Curtsy Static Lunge is wonderful for this. It helps us to ambulate and to climb stairs. A reminder here to always keep yourself hydrated when you're training, unless of course there's a pre-existing kidney or bladder issue, you follow that protocol. Feel free to stop and rest whenever you're working out on your own. You won't be working hard enough today to really allow that to happen, but in general you should know that for yourself. But it's not an invitation to quit, it's an invitation to stop and rest, and then you join back in at least for one more repetition to help you get stronger. So on the channel, you're going to find a warm-up and a cool-down video. There's one there, and you can use these movements interchangeably. And it is advised for those of us 55 years and above to warm up for 10 minutes prior to any workout. Now, within the community tab on the channel, you will find a rating of perceived exertion chart, an RPE chart. It's 0 through 10 subjective scale, and it is advised for this particular demographic to work out at an RPE between 3 and 6. On the community tab, you'll find that I provide screenshots from the video. Also, there's an image there of a female figure executing the different movements of the shoulder joint, and also a wonderful Healthline article about exercising the deltoids. Now, how we're going to handle today. We're going to do one set, and a set is a group of repetitions, typically between 8 and 15, but we're going to do full 15 repetitions because it's just one set. And when you're training on your own, you can do 1 to 3 sets. And if you're more seasoned at strength training, certainly go for 4 or 5 sets if you wish. And you just want to make sure there's a 25-second rest in between the sets. And you want to avoid doing the same strength training exercise on consecutive days. You want to shoot for non-consecutive days. How we're going to break down the Curtsy Static Lunge is first 5 repetitions, no exercise accessories at all. This is to help those of you with the chronic concerns, those of you new to exercise or new to strength training. The second round of 5 repetitions, I will be using the platform and a monster cord. And for the last 5 repetitions, I'll be using one 20-pound weight. So let's begin. So first off, you want to kind of think like, just dip down a little bit for a curtsy. It could be a small movement like that, folks. It doesn't have to be a big, grand movement. So I'm just going to bring my hands out in front, step back, and I want to make sure the hips are straight forward, and then I come down. Now I'm pushing off the front leg, okay? The leg, thigh, glute. Oh, that is already talking because it gets right in there when you execute it properly. You want to exhale on the effort, so that would be here as you come up, and you want to pause at the peak right here of the contraction. So now we're going to take it over to the other side. Just want to make sure you can fully see the sneakers crossing. Hips forward, belly button in, and we come down. I always think of that episode from I Love Lucy when she met the queen and she got stuck in the curtsy position. 2 more. Exhale on the effort and pause at the peak. Great. So now I'm going to set up my platform, and it's a little step unit. And I'm going to bring my monster cord under it. So it has a couple of risers that I removed for this exercise. And you want to be careful because you can flip this thing, so be very careful. Foot on. All right, now if I was stepping on the monster cord, it would be underneath the arch of my sneakers. So in a way, I'm kind of pretending I'm doing that. And then I'm going to lift this up to my shoulder area. And then I'm going to hold on to it. Crossing behind. And hips forward. Elbows up to add a little bit more resistance. Different color monster cords or different senses of resistance. One more. Oh boy, I feel that. Goodness gracious. Be careful when you lower this down. Again, you don't want to flip your platform. Underneath. So we're going to cross. Hips forward, elbows up. Inhale, exhale. Push up from that front leg. One side is weaker than the other sometimes, and boy, I feel it more here. Last one. And one more. Easy to release. Okay, let's remove this. And finally, my 20-pound weight. Hips forward. Notice I get quiet when I'm working. Last one. And other side. Just double checking here. All right. You can see this side is a little more wobbly. You might hear me exhaling. Last one. And that's what we have for you today here, folks, at Boomerang Beyond Wellness. So I would really appreciate it if you find value in my content, if you would subscribe to the channel. This way we can get the message out to more and more people who have chronic concerns, that they don't have to be so timid about the strength training, but it's understandable that they are, right? I've been there. I understand what it feels like. So also feel free to share it with others. Maybe give it a kind comment. Hit the notification bell to be reminded of when I post new videos. And if you're interested in working with me privately, I do work as a virtual remote senior fitness personal trainer for 60 minutes, but I also do 10-minute sessions for the Have It Your Way workouts. It's just one person, one exercise for the 10 minutes. I also do hatha yoga virtually and remotely, and the opposite end of the spectrum, prenatal yoga on site in the Fort Lauderdale, Lauderdale Lakes area of Florida. I am a licensed massage therapist. I do specialize in geriatric massage. I do palliative care as well, but I also love giving deep tissue massage and Swedish massage. So I want to thank you so much. If you feel like contacting me, you're invited to do so at the contact form on my website, which is boomerandbeyondwellness.com. Until then, stay well, eat your greens, eat your beans, drink your water, and I thank you so much for your support.